not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How the hell y'all doing? I hope y'all are doing fine. I hope you're having a great day. I hope, where am I doing? Oh yeah, don't turn down the music. It is Sunday, baby. And I hope you've had a great weekend. Anyway, let me get this situated there, back where I was. Cobra Jetcat was the first one to jump in, followed by Dan Hack. Sam is here. Janda Shedler, thank you very much, darling. Been with us forever. Adam Hewitt, Bub, thank you. Carol Lowe, Bunny Griffin, thank you very much, baby. Sammy Marcy, Bruce Preston, Roger Hammelwright, Dorothy Tyndall, first one jump in on Facebook. Dimitri Cephas, Stephanie Scott, Francis Saylor, Franca Saylor. It just goes the wrong way in my mouth. Kelly Harris is here. Nancy Stevens, Jamie B., Jeanette Miller, Bernadette Miller from Honduras. Baby, welcome to the family. Glad you're here. Randy Peterson, woo, pig. How's it going, brother? I hope you're doing fine. I hope the sun is shining. Man, it was a beautiful day today, bub. Good day to be on the beach. Oh, that's right. You're on the beach. Never mind. Anyway, Wesley Wiseman is here. John JID 999. New viewer, outstanding. Welcome to the house, baby. We appreciate you being here. Reva's here. Pat Hunter. Carl Vogue. If I don't get Babs 67. Let me get this over here and skid on down there because it was a great day, Neil. Neil Rose, Jeff Curry, George Murray, Susan Greenland. Thank you all for being here. That's part of what it is. Showing up, being here, part of this family, part of this movement. That we have had that it's rising. It is rising across this country with everything that this moron maniac at our house is doing. And we're not doing ourselves any favors. But the people are rising up and using their voice and stepping out. And that's exactly what I did this weekend. On Saturday, there was a local protest here in Corpus Christi, and I was very happy and very proud to be participating in that, using my voice, using everything I have to try to show a unity within our party. But, it's for those of you who have not seen it, my son put together a little video of our weekend activities, and I'll play that right now. How y'all doing, baby? It's a beautiful day down here in South Texas. The sun is out, and there are people on the streets, baby. And I'm just tickled to death to be here. There's two things we have left in this freaking country: your voice and your vote. And I highly suggest you use both of them liberally every time you get a chance. Protests are growing all across this country, and there's a lot of support being shown here in Corpus Christi and across our nation, baby. This fight is worth fighting, and it's one that we have to be in. This is not by choice, but by necessity. Anyway, I encourage you to use your voice to participate in any protests, any activities that show your support for this country. And in the meantime, y'all have a great day, and we'll see you all tomorrow night. Y'all take it easy. Bye. And that's the way it was. I had a great time down there. I got to meet a lot of people, a lot of blue dots. Uh, Several people walked up, recognized me from the show and whatnot. Uh, it felt good to be out there, to use our voice. As you could see and hear, there were a lot of people driving by, honking their horn, giving us a thumbs up, waving and everything. They were really supportive. Of course, we did have the occasional jackass come by, and flip us off, I think I handled a few of them pretty good, but that wasn't on the camera. But anyway, I did. I enjoyed myself. It's not going to be the only one I'm going to be involved in. And that's the key. If we can use our voice, if we're in a position to be able to attend a protest like that, I highly recommend it. Put your little sign out there. Mine was done by Rose, Travis's wife, who is a great artist. And we got that saying off of a T-shirt somebody sent me: when you elect a clown, you get a circus. And she did outstanding artwork on it, and I got a lot of compliments on my sign. Anyway, hi, Miss Chick.
Hi, John.
How are you doing, darling?
You know, yesterday was a beautiful day here in northern Michigan. It was
Yeah?
almost 70 degrees. And guess
It was
what?
almost what?
It was almost 70 degrees.
Oh, outstanding. There's a
Yeah, but
temperature I
guess
can live with.
it's snowing today. We're under
Oh, you had
storm.
to go and ruin it. So from 70 to one day to snow the next.
Yeah.
Well, don't
Yeah, we
like
got
the
about,
weather in Michigan. Just wait a few minutes. It'll change.
got about 2 inches already today. Yeah.
My goodness, I seen a note in there from Uncle Fatty in the chat. He's up there in the powder, 2 feet of snow, 2 feet of powder. I think he's
Yeah.
he's heavy into that. Yeah,
He loves
so I
that
was
stuff.
glad to see him up there having
I'm
fun.
done with stuff for the winter. I'm just done.
Yeah, me too. It was a nice 80-something degrees down here today. Sun was beautiful. It was a beautiful day. My son and I went for a walk at one of the many paths that we have down here in Corpus. One of my favorites, and it just winds all up and through the brush and everything. And got a little exercise. And
Good.
so, yeah, it was a good day.
Well,
It was a
good.
good day.
It's a
So,
good day. Well,
it,
I only saw a smatter of the news because you can only take so much at a time.
that's true. That's true. It doesn't take much before you get just frustrated. Because it's like they repeat it over and over and over again. We're in
Yeah.
a bad dream, and
Although
it
what I
just
did
keeps.
notice in the
What?
little bit of news that I watched was
Ah,
there's a lot of actual journalists I usually watch the News Hour on PBS is one of my
mhm.
favorite ones, but they are just getting so frustrated with why can't people see what's going on? They don't come out and say that, but you can tell that they're just like rolling their eyes a lot and just can't figure out how it's not obvious. And
It
I feel for them. And the other part is the suppression of what they're trying to do. They just come out and say that they wanted to shut down Voice of America?
Yes, yes,
Did I not hear that? Yeah,
and
yeah.
not only the radio program, but in literally, they want to shut down the Voice of America.
Right. Now that goes out across the world. And
Yes,
it exists to help make sure that people aren't out there not knowing what's going on in the world. And
yes,
yeah, they shut that down. Thank you very much for
yeah.
that.
Because nobody needs to know anything. You
No.
know, no, no.
Uh,
Leave them in the dark. They'll be fine.
yeah.
You know.
And the other thing I saw that bothered me was, and I think it was one of our Blue Dots that posted it on Maine, had to do with something in Minnesota,
In
I do
Minnesota,
believe, in the Minnesota House. And well, to make a long story short, they want the term TDS actually to put in one of their things that they talk about mental health in. And do you know what TDS is referred to as?
I'm sorry. Right when you said that, I was reading something. TDS.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, You're going to make me fail right off the bat. TDS.
Sorry.
It's not coming to mind.
Trump derangement syndrome.
Oh, well, I have
You've
heard
heard
of
of
that. I didn't hear it by
Yeah.
the initials. Yeah,
They're trying
Trump
to
derangement syndrome.
they're trying to
I know several people afflicted by that.
right, but they're trying to push it as an actual affliction. And they're basing this off of there's a medical book out there. Now this has to do with children. It is actually called The Diagnostic Classification of Mental Health and Development Disorders of Infancy and Early Childhood Development. And they're
Okay.
taking
Go
their
ahead.
way of making this a real thing out of these. It's like, oh my God, you people, you know what is real? DTS. And I call that deranged Trump supporters.
Yes, I'm fully aware of those people. Deranged
Yeah.
Trump supporters. There's no shortage of them down here.
But,
But
you
I
know,
think that go ahead.
but this is serious shit. This is where they start to make us criminals and or find ways to make us go away. Oh, they're mentally ill. We can put you away now. You know?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, we'll have you certified, put in a home. I wouldn't doubt it. He's out to destroy everything this country is, and we stand in his way. He's going to try
Well,
to do anything he can.
That's from Minnesota.
That's from
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
It's from Minnesota. Watch it, Minnesota. Keep an eye on those people up there. I'm telling you.
We got to keep an eye out all
We
over
do.
the place because it is. You know, I saw. I hate to bring this shit up, but it's on my mind and it bugs the shit out of me. They had a poll. They showed a poll on several different programs of the Democratic support numbers. How much you support the Democratic Party, how much you think they're doing the right thing, and all that shit. Yeah, we're at a fucking low. We're at a fucking low within our own party. You know, and a grand display was just given us on the floor of the Senate when Chuck Schumer and others joined with the Republicans to pass a continuing resolution, a CR. I don't know what the difference between it and shutting down the damn government is going to be, because we just gave him carte blanche to do anything he fucking wants. And he wants to do a lot. Anyway, before we bring in our first guest, let me thank Lincoln. Oh, Lincoln came in with $5 and said, well, yes, indeed, a good big warm welcome and a hello to Father Goose, a new blue dot from Michigan. There you go, Miss Chick. Got another Michigan in the room. And Lincoln came back with another $2 and said, a big warm hello to Roman as well. Indeed, thank you for that. And yeah, welcome to the crowd if you want to join the oh, that's right. I still have a problem with but my son told me how to do this. Let's see if I can see if it works. Anyway, Aussie Dave, how in the hell are you?
All right, guys. I'm just I don't know. I've got every time I come on the show, I feel like, you know, what's new and what can I bring to the people? What can I do to help? What can I say to help? I'm feeling like it's fighting a losing battle from my end, because I probably don't see the same news as you guys, but the news I do see is probably not as filtered or censored as what you guys see. But from my point of view, things are getting worse hour by hour, not day by day, hour by hour for the American people. Did you know that your country has now been put on the Human Rights Watch list?
Yes. Isn't that some shit? We've been put on the Human Rights Watch list. Yeah. A lot of things have changed, Donnie. You know, you seen it the other day at the UN. We voted with Russia and North Korea. I mean, yeah.
America needs a caped hero that can fly into the Democratic Party and say, "Hey, you know,
We're
listen
looking for
to
that
me."
guy. or a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, doesn't
We're
matter.
Someone to stand up and say, hey, let me help. I know what I'm doing. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for the people. As much as Trump's in it for the money, you need a Democratic leader that's in it for as much for the people. And that's hard to find in any politician. Any politician.
Sadly, it is true. You know, politicians, you know, they're out to sell themselves, and you know, once they're in, yeah, we need that. We need our party to stand up. Is what we need. We need all the Democrats united in one common cause, sort of like the Republicans did when they were out of power. They delayed, blocked every fucking thing, made Joe Biden work his ass off to get anything done. And it just looks like we're just rolling over and just saying, well, this is just too hard. Y'all do what you want.
He's trying so hard to destroy Biden's achievements because to do this
he's
in
doing
6,
the same thing
7
with Obama.
weeks.
Anything Obama did, anything Biden, he's going to try to reverse. Just for the
But
pure
why is he
hell
doing it
of
so quickly, Don? Why is he doing it so quickly? Because he needs to do it quickly so he can blame it on Biden. He's still blaming Biden.
Everything
yesterday.
is going to be Biden's fault for a while. Everything is. He can't escape what it is right now. But that doesn't, you know, mean that he's not going to sit out there every damn time he opens his mouth. Well, every time he opens his mouth, it's just filled with bullshit. It's all Obama's fault, all Biden's fault. It's the Democrats. He has no responsibility for shit. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread. You know, words of wisdom flow out of his mouth. It's all a fallacy. It's all a fantasy. And I don't know how it's true.
Do you remember what I said a few months ago that seemed to ring true to this situation? We talk about the Wizard of Oz and who's behind the curtain. With, you know, once it was someone else and now it's Elon Musk. Well, remember this. The Wizard of Oz, you had the strawman, and you had the Tin Man, and you had the lion.
The lion?
Let's look at this. The straw man, he's the farmer, and they need a brain. They need a brain. The industry, the Tin Man is industry, doesn't have a heart. And the lion, politicians, no freaking courage.
Hey, that's a pretty good analogy there, Dave. Pretty good analogy. Isn't it sad that Dave from Australia can look at our house and see through the windows, baby, see into our house? That's how come I value his opinion. You know.
The light on the hill is shining really bright at the moment, and it's blinding the rest of the world. This man to attack your closest ally, Canada, and still today is pushing. We want Canada. I'm going to, you know, they think they're going to be invaded. I don't think America would be that stupid.
Isn't that sad though? Yes, that's what they, you know, it's not a grand fear. Nobody thinks that we're going to mass tanks on the Canadian border. But metaphorically speaking, yeah, that's what he's doing. He's telling the Defense Department to draw up plans for an attack on Panama. And Greenland, well, we're just going to take Greenland. I just don't know two bits about that. We're just going to take it. It's ours.
The awful thing about it that shocked me, I haven't been on this show for, I think, 3 shows since the last show I was on. And I wanted to give some breathing space to the American people and people that want to talk. And I thought I'd sit back a while and really do some homework. And to be honest with you, I was tired and a bit worn out and been trolled out. And I sort of took it 2 ways. You know, yeah, you've been there. You know what it's all about. And
sure.
It burns you out. It burns you out. And I was so angry to hear that they wanted to ban the Enola Gay from history, and anyone with a gay name from the armed forces in history. I mean,
it just screams ignorance, doesn't it, Dave? It just screams ignorance.
It screams insult to those men that died, and Americans that died to fight for democracy.
If they had the last name of Gay, yep, they're erased. Don't want none of that hanging around. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a disgrace. And he's got help. He's got supporters.
Oh, he's got
You know?
massive amount of. That's the scary part. He's got
That is the
massive
scary
amount
part.
of help. But
That
I don't
this
think
man
America's
has
like that.
support.
I really don't. I don't think America is. That's their frame of mind. It's not. The average American person, to me, is not.
It doesn't. They don't get involved until it hurts them. A lot of people are like that. They stand back in the background, and then when I got news for you, baby. If this shit keeps going the way it is with Elon Musk getting hold of everything in Social Security, yeah, you bet your ass things are going to change, and it's going to hit a lot of us. I said us.
And look at this dickhead Elon Musk. Anyone that hangs around with Trump in history has either gone to jail, lost their money, or ended up disgraced in the public eye.
All right, let's go for a
you're heading down
trifecta.
that same path.
Let's go for a trifecta. Yeah, it's in the news now with his Tesla dealerships are taking a hit on it. Donnie wants to declare that terrorism.
Well, hey, countries are banning Teslas from their own country. Some countries are actually doing real tests on these vehicles, on these Cybertrucks, and they're finding they are a danger. They are dangerous. They have faults that can make the vehicle explode anyhow. They are not a good product. This guy's pulled the wool over so many people's eyes.
It's all about the show. Hey, let me, before we bring in another guest here, let me catch up real quick. And I want to thank Beth, who came in with $5, said, thank you for all you do with your channel. I'm ready for the next protest. What the fuck, Chuck? Schumer needs to be replaced. Not too many people happy with Schumer. Chuckster255 came in and said, $5 and said, hi, all Blue Dot family members. Hope y'all are all doing well, and we're hanging in there, Chuckster. And Janice Evla came in with $2 through Super Chat. Thank you very much. And our darling in D.C., Kay Allen, came in with $10 and said, Donald J. Trump is a, well, let me just say, he's a lion sack of shit, piece of dirt bag. It's hard to interpret, but I get the gist. And he's ruining the U.S. We're a global pariah. No one's buying from us, and no one is selling to us. Seems like a damn problem, huh, Kay? All of a sudden, we're not in a world alliance. That shit's out the window, baby. I swear, this man is hell-bent on sucking up to Russia. That's his whole damn platform, is sucking up to Putin. Throwing Ukraine under the fucking bus. Under the bus. Cutting the legs off of them. Cutting back on intel. Cutting back on weapons. Is he doing anything to Russia? Fuck no. Why? Because Donald Trump is scared shitless of Vladimir Putin. And I don't like the fact that my president is beholding to that man. Is afraid of that man. And he's making us look weak. He's kicking NATO in the shins. The EU, screw off. We don't need you. Canada, Mexico, well, we're just going to absorb you. Well, Canada anyway, don't want Mexico. You know, brown people. Yeah.
You know, just before you bring the next guest in, I want to bring this point up that I've noticed. When normally a president crashes the stock market or destroys a country's economy, normally who stands up and screams the loudest? The CEOs, the corporations. They get up there and say, oh, we're being destroyed by this president. No corporations are doing this. Why? Because they're part of this Let's Crash America deal.
Money, baby.
So they can buy back the shares cheap when it all crashes. They can buy up the opposition cheap when they all crash. And guess who's buying all the farms?
There's money to be made when the market goes up and money to be made when the market goes down.
But who's buying the farms, John? Huh? The farmers are being bought out by friggin' big corporations,
buddy. Yeah. Yeah, the small farmer, believe it or not, is pretty rare. There's still plenty of them, but they're rare. Most agricultural farmland is bought up by corporations. That's who they, And just like, and I use the example of COVID because it's more recent, but it happens every time in history. Every time there's a calamity, and oh my God, the stock market is screwed up, economy's doing bad, we have to raise prices, everything goes up. And then when things get better, they might lower the price of that item a little bit, just to make you go, oh, look at there, that's cheaper. Them eggs is cheaper this week. Yeah, you're still paying way over the price because they're not going to give up those profits. And that is, it's what do you do with that? When Citizens United was passed, and it gave the power to corporations, with the money, and it poured in, and our laws have followed, and especially with Donnie Yen, it's all about the money. Screw you and screw your family, screw everything else. You ain't got shit to do with it. You're peons. He wants a workforce that's poor, hungry, and needing a job.
Well, see, what's going to happen here is that they're going to turn around and say to you very shortly, hey, we've got a problem. You want to keep your Social Security? You only have one child per family. But we can have as many as we want because we can afford to. But you can only have one child. This is all part of the big plan here, is to keep the population down, keep it dumb, keep it ill-informed, and don't let the left hand know what the right hand's doing. That way, the rich will always be rich and get richer. And the only ones that will be rich are those who are related to the rich that inherit the money. Because you're too dumb to be fucking rich. How dare you win a lotto, or how dare you build a successful business? Because you're just a dumb shit. You're not an elite. So don't. We will do all that shit. You just pay the taxes for us. You go out there and pay taxes. New World Order, mate. Be careful.
Yeah, we have to be careful. Anyway, Dave, let's welcome Ed Beatty into the room. Ed, are you with us?
Oh, John, can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. How you doing?
Doing great. I want to say
Hello,
I
Ed.
saw your video. It's great. Well, Mr. Check, Dave.
How you going,
John,
mate?
I mean, I'm wonderful. John, it's just, what is wrong with people? I mean, why are they afraid to stand against Donald Trump? What would be his retribution? I mean, towards people who stand against it. I mean, what would he do? I mean, it's not like he could just
Insult
simply
you.
He's good at that.
He's going to send them all to Guantanamo Bay, because if you were a political opponent or nothing. And I shit you not. I mean, of course, I'm watching this TikTok video where they have all these MAGA supporters regretting voting for this man. And I mean, I shit you not.
Boo-hoo.
I mean, they were just nothing but cowards.
Yeah,
just
tears are running down my eyes. What listening to?
Cowardly bastards, if you will. I don't know if you're following this guy on YouTube, John. His name is Cliff Cash. He's doing a wonderful job. He's a great comedian. Cliff Cash.
Promote him. I say that all the time. I do not look at my show nor anybody else's show as a competition. We're all in this for the same damn reason.
He speaks his mind. He's against Trump, and I think he's a great man. He too is also saying we should also have protests around the Heritage Foundation, and of course, this is the Heritage Foundation's fault because people thought that people thought that
brought us the last three Supreme Court justices was the Heritage Foundation, right off of their list, baby. Yes, they're they don't see it that way. They play the long game, baby, and we have.
Yep.
Yes, they do. They wait until they have the power, and then they use it. When we get power, we want to compromise with the other side to, further the American people's, whatever, blah, 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 blah. It sounds real good. Every time they get in office, they shove shit up our ass. They rob this country blind and then leave going, hey, look at all this shit. Yeah, well, you let the last guy, the numbers look pretty damn good when Biden walked out the door. They don't look so good right now. Oh, but that's Biden's fault.
No, they don't. That's why, John, I always tune into you and I always follow you because you always speak the truth. I mean,
well, I'm not saying anything that everybody else isn't saying. You know, we
I
we
mean, this
recognize
just, I
this.
mean,
We
what
see
you're
this shit.
saying, you speak my mind. It says, I cannot
Well, I appreciate
stand that orange sack of shit every day because it's just, his
it
mind
is.
is
It's
going, and they
mind-boggling.
don't even
And
see it that way.
how
His
anybody even
mind is
supports his
going,
ass in
John.
the
He's
first
losing
place. He's a draft-dodging coward, lying sack of
a
shit,
coward
terrible
sack of
fucking
shit.
businessman. He screws over every company that ever worked for his ass.
Exactly.
He's
Of
got a
course he
long
does.
list of just mama babies, mama whatever. You know, he's not
He's losing
exactly
his
the
goddamn
symbol of
mind, John.
morality and integrity like the Republicans like to think they are. Like to
But
shove that
John, he's
shit up in your
losing his
face that they're
goddamn
the
mind.
moral
That's the
majority.
worst thing. And still, even if he's losing his mind, if he's having the early sense of dementia or Alzheimer's, it's like they're still going to cling on to him. It's like, oh, there's nothing wrong with him. He's just having a brain fart. But no,
Well,
I don't think he's
you know,
having a
a
brain
lot
fart.
of
His
them, a
brain is
lot of his
dead.
supporters are, as the ones that I am familiar with around me, they're of the mentality of, fuck you, I voted for Trump. How you like that shit? Fuck you. That's it. That's it. They got nothing policy, no fucking argument for why they support this man. It's just, fuck you. Yeah,
And you know
I voted for
what's
Trump.
really
How y'all
scary is,
like that,
John?
libtards? You know,
You know what's really
they'll
scary,
shit in their
John?
own pants and try to tell somebody you farted.
Can I tell you something, John? You know, it's been nearly 5 years since the pandemic started. And to make matters worse, we have him back in office, and not only that, you had the man behind the Health and Human Services who has a brain, who had his brain eaten by a worm, and to say
That's
that vaccines are not working. And what I feel very sad about your state that the measles breakout is
yes.
still going on, and it's very
At a
sad.
time when we
It's
have
very
Robert
sad.
Kennedy Jr. as Health and Human, yeah, it doesn't bode well for us. It doesn't. But you know, he's not
No,
looking for anybody to take over a department that has any experience, any knowledge, or any. They're only there as a front man. Donnie is going to make every call in every department there is. We saw that when he stood up there the other day in front of the Department of Justice and spent 45 minutes babbling on about every
In a
freaking
word salad.
bullshit. Yes, the word salad, but a lot of it
Word
was,
salad.
oh,
That's
they
what
did
it
this
is.
to me and they did that to me and we're going to get them. Talk about weaponizing the Department of Justice. Oh, hell,
Yeah,
baby,
what's he
that's on
going? I mean, what is
steroids
he
right
going to
now.
do? Throw all the opponents in jail
Yes.
because
Yeah.
he is against him? I mean,
The-
can he do that? I mean, even of course that's an abuse of power. Still, it doesn't matter. He got his supporters to support him, and that's the sad thing.
It is. But the saddest thing
well,
is that man is in our office, in
America,
our house right now. Well, not right now. He's
America
in
is
Mar-a-Lago.
infected. America is
Of course,
infected with a disease of lies. See, lies seem to have a lot of power throughout the world. It only takes one dickhead to get up there and make a lie
Well,
or
what they say, a
spread a
lie will
lie.
travel the earth 3 times before the truth gets out the door.
And if
You
you've
know,
got a
and
TV station,
unfortunately, that's the world we live in. The
but
you know, that's how come you know, mainstream media. You know, you can look at the news every fucking day and it'll tell you exactly what fucking happened today. But they don't delve
and what's
into,
worse, John?
huh?
I'm sorry.
but
And what's worse, John? Robert RFK Jr. is going to lead us into another pandemic full of apocalyptic proportions. That's going to
Hey,
be the
all you have to do is
scariest.
eat healthy. According to him, that's all you have to do is eat healthy. Be healthy. That's it. That's fine. Everything
you
will be
know
fine.
that the 4 stages how can I put it? The 4 stages of making something look in like it's not credible. You criticize, you marginalize, you attack, and you censor it, and that way the
Exactly.
people never get to know. And that's what these people are doing. They're criticizing everything, they're marginalizing everyone, they're attacking
And
everyone, and they are censoring the information you're getting.
and
And
that's
this
why
is
you
why
have to
America,
look for the voices. You have to go out and
yes,
look for them now. And right off the top of my head, the best one I could point to you right now, Midas Touch. They stay on top of shit every day. You want to know what's going on and the implications behind it. That they're great at that. They are great at that. And there are other voices out there, other programs, other voices, but we're all singing the same song, and we have to get this choir together, baby. Whatever
that's why your
that
numbers
takes.
are going up. That's why
Now,
your
our numbers are
and
definitely
all
going up. Every damn time we
all
have a
the other
show,
podcasters.
every time I look, the numbers have risen. And
Why?
I attribute
Why,
that
John?
to because people are worried. More and more
Exactly.
people every day now, especially with talk of Social Security, cuts in Social Security and all that shit. You're scaring a whole lot of old people, for one thing. And it ain't happy when
Even
grandma
disabled.
gets pissed off, because she's going to speak her mind. But that's what it's going to take. But it's not only affecting the older generation. This is going to affect a lot of people. You trying to go to college? Good luck with that student loan shit. That's going out the window. Yeah. Programs that this country
my
has relied
sister
on for
has a
years are going to go by the
disabled
wayside. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, John. You go ahead.
Oh, no. I run my mouth too much. Hey, let's...
It's my fault because I do want to say that my sister relies on the Social Security on her son.
A
and
lot
she
of
has
us do.
and she's disabled. And the thing is just, like I said, if she doesn't want to vote, that's on her. Because the thing is that if you don't vote, this is what happens. And of course, I agree. It's like, tell you the truth, I do. It's just if people don't want to go to church, that's their option. If people don't want to vote, that's their choice.
It
And
is.
it's American, like us.
It is. That's the wonder of this country. That's the draw. It all depends on our own personal responsibilities. Hey, you want to be a good Christian? Show up at church every Sunday, every Wednesday, every time the door's open. That's your right. That's your right. You want to speak out? That's your right to do that. Yeah, the freedoms that we have in this. Oh, I got distracted. I'm sorry. My mind just went blank because something happened here in the office and I didn't. Let me
tell you this much. There's something wrong with your country. There's something wrong with your country when the world's one of the world's richest men, and Jeff Bezos gets who made $9 billion profit in his personal company. He got $150 million tax return. Something wrong there.
Yeah, there's something wrong there. Yeah, there's a lot wrong with that. That right there could be summed up in what Donnie's plan is. And it
exactly
ain't for your ass. Let me catch up here real quick because Kay Allen.
Donnie's game show, The Apprentice, on Amazon Prime, and that's why I stopped subscribing to Prime for the meantime. It's just
anyway.
You're
whatever way you're comfortable in protesting something, do that.
Exactly.
Do that.
That's what
hey, let me thank Kay Allen, who came in with another $5 and said, I am told D Jr.'s a celebrity. DJR is a celebrity. Oh, you can't fight him. Wait a minute. I am told DJR. I'm having a brain fart. Miss Chick, who's DJR? I am told DJRs.
What are we reading
Donald
here?
Trump Jr.? No.
Okay, I'm sorry, baby.
How far back did we
it's my
go?
mind. I am told Donald Jr.
I am told.
You can't fight him.
Well,
there ain't nobody we can't fight, baby. Anyway, let me thank Wesley Wiseman, who came in with $5 and said Orange Stain takes credit for all of the Democrat policies that makes him look good. Oh, yeah, if that's something to look good, Donnie's going to try to soak up whatever he can off of that. Kelly Joe came in with $2, said Cliff Cash is speaking truth to power. Oh, that's who somebody just recommends, right? Cliff Cash?
Yep.
There you go. Go listen to Cliff Cash. And our darling DC Ki came back with another $5 and said all Trump can really do is lick windows. It's what get him to lick the sidewalk. And okay, be careful now. Kay Allen came back with another $10, said also Texas Paul and Blue Dot and Tom Powell. And came back with another $10, said vote by mail and stop pretending Donald J. Trump is a president, because he's not. And Wesley Wiseman came in with $5 and said Ojeda is running for Congress in North Carolina. He's ready. He's ready to kick ass in 24 year airborne. Indeed. And I wanted to catch this because Tinker came in with $1 donation and it did not pop up there. But Tinker, thank you very much. I appreciate y'all.
I think you're caught up.
Huh?
I think you're caught up for a minute.
I think I'm caught up. And
Did you see Trump say yesterday? Sorry, mate. Go on.
Yeah, let's welcome a new member into the group, Father Goose. How are you?
Oh, hello.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
How you doing?
Hello.
I'm doing pretty good. If you don't understand me, don't be shy. I need to brush up on my speaking. It's challenge. I have a speech impediment.
Not a problem. Take all the time you need.
Oh yeah. No, you can't offend me, and if you don't understand me, I sometimes need to learn to enunciate. It's for my, for my personal growth.
Well, you're in good company because I have the same problem. Sometimes I just run my mouth too much, and my mouth overruns my mind sometimes.
Oh yeah, no, I have been cracking up in the background here. You guys, this is really.
It's not. Where are you from?
I'm from Michigan.
That's Michigan. Oh. Outstanding.
Yep. Yeah, well, I mean that's where I'm hailing from right now, but I'm originally from New Mexico.
So welcome aboard, Father Goose.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, then you're right next to Michigan.
Yeah. It's the snow. It was nice the other day, and now we got snow.
Yeah.
Yep. It's kind of disheartening,
How did you go from New Mexico to Michigan?
That is my mother's family is here, so we had a family tragedy, and we had to move back up here. Yep.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. That's just that's the slice of life, really. The roll of the dice.
Indeed.
Well, what's your thoughts, Mr. Goose? What's your thoughts on what's happened to America at the moment, or what America's going through?
First of all, I would like to say that everybody was pronouncing it wrong. It's Tesla.
Tesla. Yeah, Tesla.
That's that's
yeah. I wonder what Elon Musk thought about that when he said that. Tesla.
I mean, that's just to me, that's just fucking gold.
It says it all. It's because he doesn't give a shit.
He could really give a shit.
Yeah. But that was pretty crass. I mean, turning the White House into a car lot. Come on, man.
Yeah. No, the Voice of America that came up on a video. This guy, he's a Canadian radio guy, and he was talking about lies. Why does Trump always lie? And now he got rid of Voice of America. Biden brought it back, and now he's trying to eliminate it completely. Yeah, I don't know. I was just taking notes.
He's trying to eliminate the Constitution itself.
Yeah.
He's got
he
ideas.
did say if you protest for Palestine, you're a terrorist.
Yes.
That's what Trump said.
Yeah, so much for that freedom of speech stuff. We don't, even that's getting kind of, it's old. It's been around a long time.
He called them paid activists. He said those ones protesting out the front of the White, they're all paid activists. They're all actors. Oh, mate.
He's grasping at straws.
I tell you.
But he's going to spit whatever shit comes out of his mouth out there. The maggot crowd is going to believe him. I don't know, nothing, there's a whole lot that screams, oh, Carolyn, I know, baby. Let me, yep. I saw that this morning. Caroline put a message in the chat that all of the family, most of the family would remember. Today would have been John Unell's birthday, Johnny Fly. And Johnny Fly he was a big member of this
family. Happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday, indeed, brother.
Happy birthday to you, Johnny Fly.
Yeah, he's sorely missed around here. His voice was very loud. I had the pleasure of meeting him, and yeah, at one of our Blue Dot hookups. I've met some Blue Dots, baby. I'm glad I do. Anyway.
But it's good to see that Europe has stepped up to help Ukraine. Europe is actually England, Australia, and New Zealand, I believe, have offered to put peacekeeping troops in Ukraine. But Putin doesn't want any part of that because there's nothing in it for Putin. See, this is the other side of the coin. Trump wants to settle this shit like a hero, but Putin doesn't want to do it because there's nothing in it for Putin.
I'm sorry. I'm of the mindset, not one fucking inch. Not one fucking inch. You reward him for his aggression into Ukraine. What does that say? You know, he's going to push into Poland, and then when this gets rough, well, we'll just move the border over here, and we'll take a little piece of Poland. Is that what this is going to be, piece by piece, little by little? Bullshit. This really pisses me off. The United States can't stand up for democracy, for freedom, for a country that was viciously attacked by Russia, and we're putting up with it because our president wants to be suck buddies with the president of Russia, and that's what it is. That's all it is.
And Israel. Israel.
Well, Israel is for different reasons. Yeah.
But they're both winners. They're both winners. Putin will be a winner, and Netanyahu will be a winner, and all the people that are fighting for democracy
both of them deserve to be in prison. You know, both of them deserve to be in prison.
Yes.
But they're world leaders.
In a normal world.
Fuck that.
In a normal world.
Yeah. In a normal world, they would have. Yeah. As far as Gaza is concerned, shit. I don't know what to tell you about that. It's been a shit pile.
He wants to move them to Africa, doesn't he? As he said, Africa will take them, and Africa said, "Thanks for the nice comments, but no thanks."
Yeah.
You
can't just deport somebody, put them in another spot, and go, "Well, there's your country."
Not from their own country. Not from their own country.
And I always point to go to your old map history. Go look at the old map of the Middle East. There was a place called Palestine. Big one. Yeah, that's not there anymore. That's not there. And this two-state solution bullshit that has been pushed for fucking ever. Where's the we always ask, where's the two-state solution, show? Because it ain't in the West Bank. Because Israel has already got settlements all over the West Bank. So where are you finding this two-state solution shit?
You cannot argue with anyone that thinks 1 times 1 equals 2. That's the problem. And that's what we're dealing with here. People who think 1 times 1 is 2. And their maths just doesn't work. They think you're stupid. It's like Trump thinks you're all stupid, that you'll believe anything he says. He's actually got this God complex. I really think he's got a God complex.
Who, Donnie?
Yeah.
He does. He thinks he's God. He thinks he's the second. I'd swear. Yes, I've never seen a man with a bigger ego in my life. I think we all recognize that in him.
Yeah.
He's just a blusterous, thief. He's the crook. He's always looking for an underdeal. He does nothing except sit in the background.
If one TV station had the balls, they could fix this whole problem in one show. All they have to do, and I'm not seeing anyone do it yet, is on a piece of paper on the backdrop of their screen, list all Biden's achievements of his 4 years, then list all Trump's achievements of his disastrous previous 4 years, and you'll see it's obvious. The people need to see a black and white comparison, not the bullshit figures that the MAGA call out, real figures.
The problem with that, Dave, is MAGA is not in it for progress or anything. This is an emotional fight. That's what this is.
That's fake news, Dave.
Right. They don't believe it. It's fake. It's not real. We've done it before. We've actually put things side by side. They just ignore it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fake news.
That's what I mean.
It's
This is
propaganda.
not fact driven. There's nobody behind Trump because he's a great businessman and can do wonderful fucking things. The last time he was in office, things went downhill and went downhill quick. Now he's back in, and things are going downhill and downhill quick. They're not in it for that. They're in it for, I'm talking about the voters. Now the Republican Party itself, those congressmen, those senators, that's a different ball game, baby. They're in it. They're in it for whatever the fuck they can get out of it. They don't, dare go against. That's what the problem is they can't stand up as a group together. If they stand up as a group, they might have power against him. But standing up by yourself as a Republican going against Trump, oh shit, he'll squash you like a bug. He'll have you primaried. If some big secret you ever had all your life will come out tomorrow. I don't know. They're afraid of him. That's the problem. And when you have people...
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Huh? Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
She's the worst.
Borbart.
She's a blonde-haired cunt. That's what she is. That's what she is and always will be.
She's ignorant, but it speaks of Georgia's 14th district. What the hell?
Sometimes
you had it the same way with Bobart. Really? Really? You put her back in office? Shit.
Exactly.
You got no morality, no integrity, no nothing. It's all emotional. Fuck you. I'm voting for the assholes.
Gilbert is
That's what it is.
Kid Rock.
Oh, Kid Rock.
And that's worse than...
What did you say? Boba is dating Kid Rock.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Can't make this shit up, Dave. I'm telling you, you cannot make this shit up.
She's a real groupie, isn't she? She's a groupie. In the theater, I'll give you a hand job in the theater. Kid Rock, I'll screw you, mate. And while I'm screwing you, I'll screw the country. What a bunch of friggin' jerks, I tell you.
Exactly.
I mean,
it's an embarrassment. It really is. Hey,
it is really embarrassing.
It is. It is. Not only in our country, but on the world stage. We're looking like fucking idiots over here. And we got to fix it. Anyway, let me thank, oh, Lord. Kay Allen, just stop that, baby. Came in with $5, said Orban's having problems, and so is Serbia. Viktor Orban over in Turkey. Yeah. Kay Allen came back with another $5. Kay, stop it. Retribution is a loser's game, also known as small, well, she says small dick syndrome. That's what it means. And Donnie's got that. Anyway, thank you very much. And Silly Bebo just came in with $5 and said Marjorie Taylor Greene isn't a cut. Next Tuesday, she lacks both depth and warmth. That's, yeah. Ugh, no, don't even, no.
That got graphic quick.
Got no desire to go to the movies with, oh shit, with what's her name? That's all right. The kids
Either
movie. Yeah.
I see that Trump and Rubio are talking tough on Putin. Apparently, they're pushing for the ceasefire, but I think that's just a big act. And it was only on Fox that they said it. But basically, Putin has to agree to a ceasefire, and we'll get the ceasefire and we'll sort it out. Putin's not playing really fair. This is all bullshit because they're realizing. I was
going to say, kiss my ass. I don't have to do shit, and Donnie's going to quiver. That's what we are not dealing with from a position of power in these negotiations. Donnie has already signaled that he's a wimp. He's a lovesick puppy when it comes to Putin. He's not going to demand anything of him. No,
it's all a scripted act. We will look like we're getting tough on you, Vladimir, but really, I've just got to save face a bit because the public here in America think I'm a traitor, and we can't let them know the truth. So,
well, I thought that the other day when he threatened to put financial sanctions against Russia. if they didn't do something and that didn't
Yeah.
pan out, he didn't do it. And so
There's no
really, when I
there's
heard
no
that, I thought,
sanctions.
oh, Putin gave him permission to say something, so it looks like
Yes.
like the American president is standing up. Yeah, he didn't follow through with it. Yeah,
No.
200%
No,
tariff
but
on,
he's still-
European wine and champagne. You bet your ass, we'll do that.
Hey, guess what? I was rapt to see that England and I'm not sure the other country, but Australia as well. We've all got deals with America at the moment on submarines or weaponry
Right.
or technology. We're cancelling. I mean, we're talking about, I think it's $150 billion for submarines, $38 billion for some technology in
Australia's
Europe.
canceling that?
Well, they're talking about it now. It's actually a news
Right.
article that the people are demanding. That people are saying we need to cancel that contract, which we can because nothing's changed hands at the moment.
Right.
So, and England wants to pull out of their a nuclear deal or whatever that is, and Europe is pulling out of it. It totals up to about $300 billion or $400 billion worth of industry that Trump is
you'd almost think that he was
America.
intentionally trying to destroy everything in this country.
Yeah.
You know,
for a reason.
for a reason.
I was talking to Miss Chick and Kirk the other night. I joined those guys, and they told me I should probably say a bit about where I am and where I'm coming from, because you guys were talking about how like they're like Doge just wanted to go in and they're trying to gut Social Security, Medicaid, public education and stuff like that, and all of that. I mean, that directly all affects me and my child. Like this is all like stuff that I am looking to get on Social Security. And
Right.
my daughter is special needs. Like if she
Yeah,
doesn't
the
have
services,
medical
yes.
care, yeah, it's directly like putting me in fear of the future.
I think all of us are there, brother.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I think all of us,
Like,
we have
I
a fear
just-
of the future right now of what we're seeing happen.
It's just insane. I mean, like yeah, like it touches base with just everybody, and
I fear it's going to hurt a lot of us. I fear it's going to hurt the majority of us. So unless you're sitting on a nice fat bank account, which I hope you are, I hope you have that. But a lot of us don't. A lot of us month by month. You know, if it weren't for my Social Security, I'm losing my house. The only reason I get by at all is actually the help from this Blue Dot family. That's the only reason I can pay the bills, baby. Because my Social Security is wrapped up in a house payment, electric bill, other shit like that. You know.
Do you think that the American people will get? And I mean, I know there was lots of protests throughout the many states this past week within America. Do you think that that's the end of it, or do you think there'll be more protests? Do you think there'll be bigger numbers? I was encouraged to see all these protests and all these people out there saying, you know, we've had enough with Doge, we've had enough with Trump, but is it going to be a one-hit thing, or is there some plan to push and push and push?
That is within us. Each one of us.
Do you think you need a leader first? Do
No.
you think that you?
I think
you
we need the
leader?
outrage first. The leader, whoever is going to step forward and be the leader of the Democratic Party, it's got to come organically. It's got to be, something that the people can believe in. And there are a few possibilities within the Congress.
We need a white knight.
We
need
do.
A white knight, or
we need a knight in shining armor to come in and rescue this whole country. But guess what? That's us. collectively, we are the knight in shining armor. That's how come we do. We have to stand up. We have to go hold a sign out on the street or gather at a protest. Let your congressman, your senator know exactly how you feel. You know, write that letter, sign a petition. I signed plenty of them yesterday. Call your congressman. Use your voice. You know, that's what we have to do.
Get mad. Get angry.
Get mad. Yeah.
Well, we're doing that.
I can see that a lot of people are mad, a lot of people are angry, but it just seems to be a lack of someone who can organize things, someone who can bring it all together, a coordinator of some skill.
I'm seeing a lot. It's nice that we have a lot of organic things happening all over where people are individually just pissed off enough to do stuff. I think maybe as we get a little farther into this year, they'll get a little more organized and a little bit bigger and a little louder. But yeah. And, you know, the thing is, there's a lot to be said for the type of boycotting that's happened. Now, people are looking for, what date do I not go there? Or what? Don't start looking for a date. Just start figuring out who it is you don't support.
Right.
Anymore.
If you see a company or business that is being an asshole, supports Trump a whole lot or something like that, yeah, that's you can find someplace else to do your business. You know.
Just do it across the board. Just start weaning yourself off of some of the places where you normally did business, and you know, there's alternatives. There's some great alternatives out there. Just find them. Do a little research.
As a matter of fact, the more you look locally, the better you'll be. You know, support local businesses, local cafes, you know, local business, unless they have a Trump sign in the window.
Well, yes, your local business is what you need to support. Don't go to these corporations. Look, there's quite a few places on Google you can go to find out the companies who are back in the GOP or MAGA. Avoid those companies. Just boycott them. I know it's hard, but if you have to pay an extra 20 cents for a loaf of bread, well, buy at your local supermarket and not your major chain store, because they are the people that are screwing you over. They are the people looking to control you, your income, and where you spend your money and how much money you have to spend. You need to support your local.
It's that last one.
Small business.
It's how much money you have left to spend, and that number is going to get smaller and smaller. Hey, let me send out a few thank yous to our hands who came in with $10 and said, thanks for speaking truth to power. Stay strong, brothers. Indeed. Thank you, hands. And Kay Allen came back and did it again. $5 and said, Canada canceled its F-35 contract. And I don't think they're going to be the only ones.
Yes, that was another one. Yes, thank you for that. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think
I knew there was more than that, but it's going to cost big time.
Yes. And Uncle Fatty came in with what else? $4.20 and said, I got a fever. It only cure is a gong and a fuck Trump. There you go. There's the gong. And just to throw it in, tell Donnie to
I just need you to shut the fuck up.
Every
Nobody
day.
asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
Yeah. Hey, I want to call out. I just seen a comment from Caroline Majesco. She said the world is on our side, so our numbers are bigger than the 50% or less that voted for Trump. Take into account, though, that the billionaires get 1 billion votes each. It is a little offset, isn't it? Yeah, that's what we was talking about when we were talking about, you know, things like Citizens United that proclaimed that corporations were just people too. They're just people. Yeah.
I tell you who is standing up for America, though, and I'm pleased to see it. Well, he's always been a champion. Bernie Sanders. He, you know, we can't have Bernie as president. He's too old. This was back in 2016 and 2020. Bernie was too old.
Seems to me he's still kicking. He's still using his voice. Yes, he does.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, there's no
He's what you
doubt. We
need.
do. We need a younger voice to come up, a powerful voice. But and I've told people before I was Bernie, bro. I was all set to see Bernie elected, but when Hillary got the nomination, I was 100% behind Hillary.
Bernie's too honest. That's the problem. He's too honest.
He's
And,
honest and
you
yeah,
know,
yeah. I don't think he can be bought.
no.
He lives a simple life and not interested in billions. That's what I like about him. Anyway, I'm being so rude. Candace.
Hey, John. Hello, everybody.
Hi,
How are
Candace.
y'all tonight?
Hello, mate.
How are you doing this evening? I thought I'd add to.
Well, I
Bring a
appreciate
bit
you
of
bringing me up
class.
to the table, John. I just, over the topics that y'all have had, talked about tonight, I think we can't wait around for the knight in shining armor to show up, coming from a female that's single. You got to get out there and do it on your own. And, I also think that the Democratic Party, this wherever you stand on those lines, we have to come together. We can't be out there protesting against Doge and protesting against, this right being taken away, that right. We have to get out there and be pro-democracy first to fight the fight and then break it down once we win it back. Because I don't believe you're going to get the moderate vote that goes either way on our presidential elections to
Right,
come
swing
back this
voters.
way if you're so extreme. And then the Democratic Party as a whole has got to figure out that it's a show. It's not about substance at this point. They want it, people, for whatever reason, want a showman.
Yes, yes. That's how
And
come
if you don't get
That's
out
how come
there,
Donnie has the
if you don't
power he does.
right, exactly. So if you don't get out there and come up with your own term, whether it's, start using fake news against them. Every time they say, oh, that's fake news, just pass it off like they do. Just, it's fake news, pass it off. Don't sit and analyze it for an hour on the news, what he said.
Oh, and
Just
that's what
pass it off
happens.
as fake news and go on to something else.
That's all he has to do is mention something. It doesn't matter how absurd it is. That's how we ended up with the Greenland thing and the Canada
They call
thing.
it a lie, even if it isn't a lie. Well, we need to start calling it a lie. Just call it a lie. Hell, everybody buys it.
Everything
so
that
just,
comes out
it's a
of
lie.
his mouth is a damn lie.
The sky's purple. No, that's a lie. The sky's blue. No, that's a lie. It's purple. What people are believing now is just crazy.
We're in crazy times.
Be-
We are. We're
because
in
they won't
uncharted
take
waters
more than
right now.
30 seconds. Because the majority of the world is connected to that 30-second TikTok, that YouTube
Indeed.
short. They
Indeed.
won't sit and watch the Midas for the thick of it, John. They don't want to hear the thick of it. They just want somebody to mysteriously fix it. Let's be honest.
No, I agree. A lot of it has to be in minimal sound bites, damn near. I learned that on my rants. If I rant too long,
exactly.
People just tune it out. They'll change the channel.
They tune it out, or they stop the video and just swipe to a new video.
Yeah. We're in that kind of world. Swipe right, swipe left.
Yeah. Just swipe. They just swipe to the next video if it doesn't if it's not saying what they want to hear.
Yeah.
So it's about show instead of substance, and we've got to back off the substance and this and that, and they're taking away this and that for that group, that marginal group, that's marginal group. You can't break it down.
We have to be more vocal, more in your face. I don't know what.
But I think the reason that people aren't vocal and in the streets, John, is because they already seen him not be held accountable.
That's part of the problem too. Yeah. Even after January 6th, even after all the documents that he kept, everything, all the bullshit he did, he wasn't held accountable for a damn bit of it.
When people like Cheney bring the receipts and they don't get it done on the Republican side.
Yeah. Yeah, you think Dick Cheney,
people
Darth
give
Vader
up,
himself.
John.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also
and look what happened to Kinzinger. Kinzinger and
Kinzinger and Cheney. You go down the list.
Cheney,
yes,
they were on that committee. So boy, howdy shit, you're gone. You
But
know?
what even in this group, I think also the Democrats need to call it what it is. And we are so used to calling them Republicans, but this isn't Republicans. This is MAGA.
This is
And we
MAGA.
need to call it MAGA
I
and
call
say
it I
that's a
call it the
MAGA
difference
lie.
between
That's
the
a
maggots
MAGA
and the
lie. That's a
conservatives.
MAGA lie.
You know,
Yes.
if you're
And just call
stupid
it
and
a
believe all of
MAGA
his
lie.
bullshit, you're a maggot. You're not in this
Right.
for the future of this country. You're just in it for the emotional hee-haw of fuck you, I'm voting for Trump. And that's what we're fighting. You know, those are the maggots that crawled out from underneath the rocks. And it started when
Well,
Obama
the
was
MAGA is
elected.
what's in the White House. That's not
That's
Republicans in the White House. That's MAGA.
no, that's maggots. That's maggots.
No, it's Russia.
Donald Trump,
It's
the head
Russia.
maggot, and yes, that's might as well be. Every time
But what
somebody
I'm
says
saying
Russia,
for
the
this
thing
country, Dave, for this country to get it across to people, you're going to have to say that's a MAGA lie, not a Republican lie, a MAGA lie. To pull that middle base that kind of leans into it a little bit back and go, oh, I don't want to be MAGA. So you put a stigmatism on it, John, instead of saying that's Republican MAGA. You got to go, that's MAGA, and just call it
Well,
what it is
now,
and just dog
pay
it.
attention. That's
You know
what
what I'm
John
saying?
says
Just
all the
dog
time.
it back.
It's the maggots.
You can't
It's
call
not the
any of it
conservatives. These
Republican.
are the what I consider
Right.
to
It's
be the
the-
racist, misogynistic assholes who came out from underneath the racist assholes who came out from underneath the rock when Obama was elected.
And
then when
voted for
Obama
hatred.
attacked Trump at the correspondence dinner, and that just lit the fire under Trump, and Trump just fed the hatred that he knew was out there, the racist bullshit.
Yeah, just like Tim town meeting. Tim Walsh said. He said, "Could you imagine Obama bringing his South African friend to go through the company's books?
Yeah.
How would that go over?
Oh, yeah. You think there would have been a little uprise over
A
that?
non-elected South? Yes.
Yeah. The Republicans, the conservatives right now, even, but the MAGAs have no problem. But the problem is the conservatives aren't speaking up against that shit. That you let a man come in, especially somebody like Elon Musk, with the money and the power that he has. Hell, he's bought his way into the damn office, into the White House. Physically, just paid Donnie money, literally, paid hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm in. Just let me play president, and that's what we got. We've got President Musk and Donnie down on the golf course.
Well, not only that, we have a presidential representation that pushed pillows the last administration, and now he's pushing Teslas.
Teslas in the driveway of the White House, and he bought one. He bought one. You think he's ever going to drive anything? I don't think the man knows how to drive. You know,
I mean, you gotta
how
give
can
it to
you
him.
be
That's
for
tough to jump
the
from
common
pillows
man if you
from
don't even know how to drive a
pillows.
fucking car, which I don't think he knows how.
I don't think he's ever driven a car either, but
I don't think so.
Well, I don't care if he's drove a car or not. I have a problem with him selling anything in his MLM up there on the White House steps.
Get used to it, baby, because I don't think it's going to be the only thing he's going to sell from the White House. Besides our country.
the White House into telemarketing
We got gold cards. We got a gold statue.
Yeah.
We got money with my
with the whole office, the whole White House office. The old Oval Office is gilded, a gilded cage now. It's all gold. Everything's gold. Just,
it's gilded.
Yes, it's a gilded fucking cage.
Didn't he
let me catch up again real quick.
Didn't he sell beans from the White House? Didn't he sell beans last time he was in? Goya
With
beans
the
or something?
gold-plated beans?
In the White... No, he
don't give me my ideas, Dave.
Cans of beans. He had cans of beans he was selling.
I'm sure, Dave, I am positive that if Donald Trump put his name on a can of fucking beans and called them America's beans, you bet there's going to be 100,000 maggots out there want to go buy them beans. MAGA beans. MAGA beans. Make you fart real good. Yeah, there you go. Yes. And I hope he gets that idea. Go sell some beans.
Somebody's to make that.
Anyway, let me catch up real quick because Jeanette Dahl came in with 50 Danish krones and said right now there are a lot of boycott groups on Facebook. Countries in Europe and Australia, many members. Indeed, baby. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all.
I'm so
I root
grateful
them
that
on. I
we have
encourage them.
right. Me too. I'm so
And
grateful that we have the people around the world that are backing us as Americans. But
yes,
unfortunately, they can't vote and they can't change it. We've got to
no,
stand up and change it
we
ourselves.
have to. That's ours. We have our voice and our vote. I said it earlier. We have to use
They
them
are
liberally.
boycotts are crushing the
Anyway,
stocks for
uh,
Elon though.
Krista Hines came in with a $5 donation and said, "We raise our autistic 5-year-old girl and listen to independent media and enrich her life as we're informed. You can do both without sacrificing. Don't tune out." Baby, bless your heart, Krista, and thank you for that. Yeah, yeah. It's about her daughter. That's what
Right.
this is. It's about our daughter, your daughter, our
Yeah.
future
Your great
kids that,
your great
yeah,
aunt, your grandmother,
yeah,
yeah, your great uncle,
it's all that.
your veteran in your family. It's about those.
Yeah. We stand up together. That's what we
I
do.
just see
My grandma
That's
who
how
fought.
this country was formed.
You gonna get
headline just come up. Trump
Uh-oh.
is openly defying the court order. Now, obviously, the court order was that one that was just handed down where they were told they can't.
Venezuela.
Yeah, that they can't.
I'm
They were
just
told that they
trying
had
to
to
read the
divert the
headlines.
aircraft that were in the air back to the United States. Guess what?
Well, he's defying it.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, it is.
And you know what he put out on his
It is
X? He went,
Venezuela.
"Oops,
Ugh.
oops."
Of course
Fuck
he did.
you.
They'll just do anything you want until you say can't do that. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay.
That's the problem we're having
How
right
dare
now.
he?
Is he has little regard for the court right now. He thinks he can just do whatever he wants and defy court
He has
order.
no regard. It's not little. He has no regard,
No.
John. He has no regard for it. No.
Well, the judge did say you did appoint me, but it has no bearing on this decision. So the
Well,
judge basically come up and said, you got no influence over me. I'm working for the law, not you.
yeah, that's the problem we're going to have. The ones that's in the administration now are working for Donnie. And that includes Department of Defense, Department of Justice, Department of everything. Name one. These are all in Donnie's hands
Well,
now, or Elon Musk, I should say.
anyone he's put someone in charge of that department. All the billionaires he's put in your White House, telemarketing
That's what it's
central,
about,
White
baby.
House.
That's what it's about. Hey,
Fox's
let me
casting room.
finish
Fox's
catching up
new
there.
casting room.
Libby Morgana came in with a $10 donation. Libby, thank you very much. And Lincoln came back with $5, said, "Protests need to continue and get bigger. This is our offense in the moment. The midterms are not guaranteed." And you couldn't say more important words. That's what it is. We do. Our numbers have to grow in the street. The protests have to get louder and bigger. And I feel they will, but only after some drastic event happens. We had a good turnout in Corpus this weekend. Could it have been better, bigger? Yeah, it could have been. It could have been. But I was happy with the people that did turn out. There was a pretty good large group of people in Corpus.
That's good.
On a Saturday when the beach is available and it's a clear blue sky.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as pretty as
Yeah.
it's been, that's really good, John.
Yeah, it's hard to compete with the beach on a good day. But we did. We had a lot of support down there, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be each one of us has to make that decision. I urge you, if you check in with your local Democratic headquarters, go online, Google it, or whatever you have to do to get the name and address, or better yet, you can go to usa.gov/elected officials, and it will give you a list of everybody from the president right on down to your local city council, your local government, and with their phone numbers, with their addresses, so you can participate in this. Because that's what it's. The louder our voices get, the more they pay attention. Because the money is very enticing to them. But if they're not in office, they don't have a shot at that money. So it's our vote. It's our voice that determines that. And they know it. And it's the only time they're fearful of their constituents is when their voices start getting louder. That's when they pay attention to us instead of a corporation or a big donation, because they won't be there to get that if they're not in office.
Or they run and hide and don't show up for town halls. Yes, sir.
That's what the
I agree.
Republicans are doing right now. And let me thank
Yeah.
Alan Roberts, who came in with a $5 donation and said, whoever Donnie blames for the ignoring the court will be charged with contempt. And when he or she shows up in court, fuck Trump, deport Musk. There you go. There's a damn good way to start deport Musk. But yeah, the question with him, disobeying the court orders is, what is the mechanism of enforcement for that?
That's what they're trying to bust.
Department of Justice.
The U.S. Marshals. U.S. Marshal acts on behalf of the courts, doesn't he?
He's trying to take over and inject all of his people into anything that looks like military, police, or whatever, so that, nobody will enforce anything.
Yeah, he's trying to take away the enforcement mechanism.
And the U.S. Marshals are controlled by the DOJ, right?
I believe so. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're part of the Department
Oh yeah,
of
you
Justice.
see Bondi doing that. You see Blondie Bondi doing that. She's going after people that are vandalizing Teslas.
Yeah, terrorist activity.
The Five Eyes came out last week, and the Five Eyes being, well, you're one of them: U.S., Australia, Canada, England, and New Zealand. But Australia, Canada, England, New Zealand are not going to share sensitive information with Bondi, or what's her name from the new FBI leader? What's his name?
Kash Patel.
Yeah, Kash Patel. They're not going to share information because they know it'll end up on Russia's desk at some stage. They are.
Isn't that a sad
concerned.
statement? That other countries don't want to tell us.
We can't share intel.
Yeah, we can't share intel because they're fearful that it's going to end up in. And you know something? I think they're right. I think Donnie is a sellout to Russia, 100% on board with whatever Putin wants. I'm surprised that Putin doesn't have our nuclear codes. That's how much I don't trust Trump. Well, they don't give him the
navigation, John. You can't continue to steer the ship. You know that.
He's too busy on the fucking golf course.
I'm not giving it to him. I know. Yeah. I know. He's a businessman.
He spent 1/3 of his time.
Businessman. He's not a businessman. On the weekend. He's a pariah.
No. I know he is. But you get. That's why it looks okay to everybody.
Oh, he's a big businessman. Shit.
Supposedly he won his championship at his golf course again this weekend. Well, by the way, that was posted.
Of course he did. Shit. Oh, that was a good hit. Yes, he's climbing.
But no one from the MAGA crowd can. If you ask the question, what do you think Trump's greatest achievement was? No one from the MAGA crowd can give you a straight answer because they don't fucking know.
No, they will tell you, but it's usually terrible.
Yeah,
they are apologetic for Russia nowadays. You know, if you can't see, okay, Alan, stop that. Okay, Alan just came in with another $10. Said Indivisible announces protest nationwide April 5th. Join in, stop the fascists. April 5th, an Indivisible nationwide protest. Maybe I'm going to be there. Going to the protest yesterday, which I had mentioned before that I wanted to get more involved. Not only, I preach, I sit here and yet run my mouth. I need to be involved, and I did that before, but here lately, that's a lot of things have taken a back seat. But I need to re-engage and get involved, and so I plan on doing that more often. It was rather fun. It was enjoyable. Get to meet people out on the street. Your common, likes and everything. We're all on the same side there. It's easy to go out there on the street, and hell, you're talking 10, 20 people easily. So, but anyway,
I would say that this platform and what you're doing here is definitely high on my list of things that I need this, right? I need to see independent sources of information, media, whatever. This is that kind of thing that we don't have honesty in our media anymore. Like people can't trust what they
No.
see on the TV.
Corporate
You can't.
media is they're there to sell a product, and they want you
Bought and
sitting on the
paid
edge of
for.
your seat, waiting for the next terrible thing that's going to happen. You know, it's
Usually you could tell who's bought and paid for. I mean, usually I could tell who's bought and paid for because they sing a certain tune and they quack like a certain orange duck
if
and
it
off
walks like a duck, quacks like a duck. Yeah, it's probably a
It's a
fucking duck.
goose.
Yep, it's a goose.
yeah.
But China's
Oh,
out there picking up all the pieces and making a fortune out of Donny's hate for China. He's actually helping China make a lot of money because they are picking up all the people that
Sure.
Johnny is burning.
Yeah, that
yeah.
Donnie's out there kicking the shins with our tariffs and stuff. They'll just turn to another source. It's the way business is.
I
You know,
I
and
don't
he's
blame the Canadians with all of the tariffs and
I
bullshit.
I
I don't
cheer
blame
them
the
on.
Canadians. Yeah,
Well,
This
I
whole
that's the
damn thing is
Yemen.
just
That's the
ignorant from the
Yemen
word
agenda
go.
too, with the Red Sea, so that they can ship different commodities through there versus you know in the
Indeed.
Panama Canal. That's the whole thing as well. Because if he puts all these tariff wars on and they can make agreements with everybody else, well, then they got, the Red Sea and they got the Panama Canal and they've got control of that. So
Yeah.
then they can make even more money off of those ships coming in, whether the tariffs are low or high.
Seems like a damn good racket, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a damn good racket.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
what if
Boy,
Remember
howdy
back to the
shit.
Gulf War? I mean, the Gulf War.
Yeah.
It was all about how they were going to get the oil out of there. That's what it was
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Well, you speak about that, Candace. Let me tell you this. This is what another thing pissed me off is every country, and it was under Obama. This was brought in. Every country that has mining operations, all seem to comply to this as well. That any mining company that goes in digs a big hole to pull out coal or iron ore, whatever it may be, and they've got this massive 10-mile square hole. The rules were introduced. You find it that in the way you find it, you leave it that way. So they had to fill
Right.
the holes in and or put forests in their trees and rejuvenate
Yes.
the place and make it nice. Now under Trump, they can
Yep.
leave the hole there and just move on to the next hole.
I
Sure.
know. I
Yeah. You
know.
don't
I
have
know,
to. You
Austin.
don't have
It's
to do any.
destructive.
Yeah.
Reclamation, no reclamation at all.
Drill, baby, drill. Whatever that means.
Exactly.
Whatever it means, dig a hole, drill a hole. It doesn't matter. Just tear it up, use it up, and don't worry about it. Because we're all doomed to hell anyway. What the hell are we trying to save a planet for? That's the
Is
mentality
he
of
gonna
they'd
live?
rather
Is he
make the
gonna live
profits.
forever?
That's my
Trump's acting like
complaint.
he's
No,
gonna
they
live
don't. I
forever,
don't think
though.
they're going to live forever.
No,
They just, while they're living, they want the money. They don't want to die
I
poor.
agree.
You
Aussie,
know.
these people act like they're going to live forever, don't they? I agree. I'm
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
good
yeah.
night.
Yeah.
This guy's almost 80 years of age, and he's still trying to destroy your country. If I was that rich at 80, I'd be out there partying and enjoying my last years that I have, not trying to destroy my own country at
Yeah. Well,
80.
For him,
you got
it's
your own golf course.
entertainment.
You can be a champion every weekend on your own golf course.
He
Shit.
he
You
is
know?
so egotistical that even before he was president, and we all know it. It was all about Donnie. It
Yes.
was The Apprentice. It's whatever bullshit he's selling, his Trump steaks, Trump wine, whatever the fuck it is. He was a leech on society, but he had a product to sell, and he sold the idea that he was this fantastically groomed, great taste individual that knows all and all this bullshit.
Real estate
Well, he
mogul
was
back in
raking
the
it. Yeah,
80s.
yeah.
Yeah, name him one successful business he's ever owned. Give me one successful business he's ever
You can't.
owned.
The only thing
Himself.
You
he
can't.
has going is his motels, and most of them
Himself.
are it's like he leases his name
They're
to
paying
it.
him for the name.
Yeah,
He
they're
doesn't
paying
even
him
own
for
the
the
land.
name.
They
He's
pay
not.
him for his name on the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all a
He
facade.
is his best product. He has marketed
He
himself
owns
better than
Yeah,
Mar-a-Lago,
he's a
I
brand.
guess. I think. I don't
He's a
know.
brand man.
Yeah,
He's a brand
yeah.
man.
He just sells whatever the fuck is handy. But you
Well, you
can't get
pay
it
my
from anybody else
it
quite
used
as
to be
good as you
called,
can get it from him.
you used to have a guy that come through on a wagon back in the day, so trying to be a rainmaker too, but that didn't work. You know.
Well, nowadays he's got the magic bottle of elixir, and he's riding all over the country selling
Yeah.
his bullshit. And the
Yeah.
sad part is, some people are buying it and drinking it.
I'm
Not really.
pissing yellow all over the
Yeah.
White House while he's doing it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't buy anything that man had for sale. Anyway,
He's turning America into a basket case.
that's exactly the plan,
Yeah.
Dave. He's trying to destroy it. Divide and conquer, make things terrible. He's itching for a reason to use martial law or to use other.
Yeah, that's a
tools
problem.
that-
So you got to
Yes.
be very careful.
Yes, we have to be
And see,
careful. We need to
that's
get
why-
loud and we need to get in the streets, but we can't be doing it with violence.
And I think that's
can't
why a
do
lot of
that,
people aren't going to the street, jogging right
A
there.
lot of them want that. They want that violence. They're ready for it. They're ready to tear something up, but we can't do that. If we do that, that
agree.
gives him carte blanche to militarize this country.
Ben Shapiro had mentioned that he should pardon Derek Chauvin, the guy who killed George Floyd.
Yeah.
The cop that killed George
That's
Floyd.
a trigger.
It's a trigger, and the guy I was watching made an apology video because he didn't think about that because of the white dude, and I get it, but yeah, somebody had been like, dude, yeah, that's a trigger, that's a call to get brothers and sisters out on the street, and like they did for the BLM shit in
Right. And they're not going to fall for it.
totally give him an excuse for martial law, and
Yeah.
that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Like that's scary shit.
We
Well,
can't
I've never
afford to
known
give him the
America to
power
have,
that he wants.
I've never known America ever to have a travel warning or put on human rights watch list. I've never known this. Never.
We're in
You
new
would never
territory,
think
Dave.
that. I mean,
And it's the
travel
sad thing
warnings.
is it's not the people of this country, whom I believe is overwhelmingly liberal, who got comfortable, who didn't think they had to go out and vote.
Don't go down that path because I swear to God, he did not win. This was a rigged election. Sorry, I don't want to create another.
Dave, I believe that
mystery.
for one major reason. The election night, all of the news stations. Well, it's going to take a while to get the vote in. We're going to have to wait on this over here, and we probably won't need. Oh, this breaking news: Donald Trump wins. What? What the fuck? What happened to all them votes that you ain't even counted yet? It's and that combined with Donnie's little comment up on the stage when he was bragging to Elon Musk that Elon Musk really knew those voting machines. That little comment. Yeah.
And a couple of other slips he's made along the way as well. He's.
But if you lose
can't.
faith in the electoral system itself, it discourages people to go out and vote. What the fuck does my vote count? They're going to switch it anyway. We can't do that. And right now he's doing his best to try to, not him personally, his little rats are trying to purge voting rolls, make it more difficult to vote. They want to change the voting rules. Anything to make it more difficult for you to go vote. And ask yourself why. The sad truth is hate
They're going
wins,
after
baby.
you.
Hate's easy to sell. Hate will motivate people to go do something. And that's how he got into our house.
He stole the election, and he actually done it thanks to Elon Musk. And we all know it. The world knows it. I mean, it's not just a feeling, it's a knowing. Because that man was not that much loved by America. Mm-mm. He lost, even in this election, he lost the popular vote, but yet he still won. And that's what you got to do. This electoral college is
go through a litany
screwing
of
with
things
you.
that went wrong in this last election. You know,
The redistricting, the
well, we have to take
voting
some
for,
responsibility ourselves. You know,
I know.
Biden said he was going to be a one-term president. Then when he decided to run again, that soured some people. But
Sure.
then near the end, when he backs out and then only gives Kamala, what, 3 months? You know, that hurt us. That hurt us. We
And
can't
there's
be
been a
doing
whole
that shit.
hurting us.
We are. I
Or
think
like
all of us are looking for that knight in shining armor to come bursting out of the mist to lead this party. And I hope he
But we
comes
can't
through,
wait
him or
for
her.
that, John.
we
Huh?
are it. We are
We
it.
are
We,
it.
we
Yeah. We got to
yes,
ride
but
our
we.
own horse and come with our own sword and come with our own
I
armor
fully
and
agree.
go,
I
here we
wholeheartedly
are.
agree. It is us. But we need somebody to put in office. That's what I'm saying. Somebody who is going to step up and lead this with a voice. But
Who's
in the
not
meantime,
scared.
it's our voice. It's our voice that's going to promote that. It's our voice that's going to motivate that. Nobody wants to step up and guide a party that's all sitting around going, well, shit, I don't know what to fucking do now. We're going
I
to fuck
know.
that. We do. We need to be in the streets. We need to be, every time you get a chance to go to a protest near you or one that you can travel to, do that. I guarantee you're going to have a good time. You're going to be you're going to
You're going to
feel
be with
motivated,
like-minded people. You're going
like-minded
to be with
people,
like-minded people, and
encouraging, and yeah,
yes, and you feel the power of more than one together, and
yeah,
what that feels like when you're protesting.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah. I felt that too because like everybody
right.
knows on my street, I'm the only Democrat on this street, baby, uh, and so yeah, it made me feel good to be amongst other people, even my from my local area, and so it made me feel not so
A
isolated.
fun little, a fun little fact. You know that fella I talk about down at the end of my county road. You know, with his Trump sign. I ran into him the other day getting fuel, and it's like, it's cordial. How you doing? Oh, pretty good. Da 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 da. And it's like, how's business been? Because I know he's in construction, and he's like,
Hmm.
oh, he said, I got a couple buildings to build, but I can't find any help. And I said, well, you think that has anything to do with how you voted and they all left? That's what I
You
told
know,
him.
I just saw a comment in the chat. Uh, Wanda Bell said, honestly, I am a 62-year-old woman. Felt like the Democrats did not need me. That's a problem within our own party. Wanda, we do need you. We need everybody.
I understand.
Everybody
I
on the
understand where she's
line.
coming from there. I get
Yes.
it where she's coming from there.
Yeah.
Sure do.
She
We need
thought
a fire
America
in
would
this party.
stand up for democracy.
We need to light
Well,
this
because
fire.
they didn't stand up for us women, Aussie. That's what it is.
Yep.
Well, yeah, the women are going to be one of the biggest losers out of the Trump administration because they're losing their voice thanks to Trump. He wants them in the kitchen barefoot and pregnant.
Basically, yeah.
That's what he wants.
That's what the uh, I guess the Republican Party wants to go now. Get an apron on, go back in the room, cook me some dinner, boil me up some bacon and
Yep.
some beans.
Well, this is my personal view as a female, and me and Miss Chicks talked about this. I think that it's just as much on the Democrats for we women as it is Republicans because they had the ball and they dropped the ball for us women. That's what she's meaning, John.
We have a lot of problems in this party, but somehow we need to mend this fence and corral the cats, baby. And that's
They
not going to be
say
an
that
easy thing to do, but it starts with each one of us individually.
Right. Yes.
They say that America should be run like a business. Okay, fine. That depends who the CEO is and the shareholders are. If you're the shareholder, being the people, and the CEO is your president and he's working to make sure your shareholders are getting the best return for the money, that's great. But unfortunately,
No, this
it's
would be
being
more
run
like
like a
Enron.
business.
This
Yeah,
would be more like Enron. Just steal the company blind, which is what
yep.
Donnie plans on doing here. Just raping this country for every dime he can get personally out of it. That
Well, he's
business
charging millions of
corporations.
dollars.
Yeah.
He's charging millions of dollars for CEOs to come and talk to him at Mar-a-Lago. What the fuck? He's the president of the United States. You want to buy my influence?
Everything's
Sure.
for
Come on
sale,
down to
Dave.
Mar-a-Lago. Bring your
Everything is
checkbook.
for sale, including this country. It's all on the chopping block, baby. Who's the highest bidder? That's the only thing. Except for his personal relationship with Vladimir Putin, and Putin gets preference over everything.
Hey, fun fact that I didn't know till today, many others on here probably do know, but I didn't realize that blonde girl that does all the addresses at the White House.
Yeah.
Did y'all
Press
know that
secretary.
yes, the press
Go-
secretary. Did you
go
know
ahead.
that she was one of the lead spokesmen on all the videos for the Heritage Foundation?
She's
Yes.
also married to, oh, shit, I shouldn't start something if I can't finish it. Really, somebody Google who her husband is. He's a very rich, wealthy old man who's in the Heritage Foundation, I think.
Oh, she's a sugar baby?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Her husband,
Now it
yeah.
explains it.
Yeah, her
Gotcha.
husband's like, I don't
Okay.
know, 80.
I got you.
Yeah.
This is the Heritage Foundation that Donald Trump knew nothing about, was not
Nothing about.
happy with
Never
it.
heard of
Yeah, right.
2025.
Yeah. That's
Never.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every word of it.
Yeah.
Every word of it. Anyway, I guess we better wrap it up for the evening before Miss Chick throws a hammer at me. Remind me what time it is. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming in. Ed, thank you, brother. Appreciate it very much. Glad to see you back. You've been gone for a little while.
Good to hear from you.
Outstanding.
Yeah,
Ed.
we're going to be very busy. My job's going to be very busy this week because tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. And of course, it's a time, basically, it's a day to get drunk.
That's basically what it is. Yeah, that touch of the Irish. You know, everybody wants a touch of the Irish.
Of course, we have of course, we're number 3 in hosting this festivity. Of course, you got everyone from New York, all the way from New York, Chicago, celebrating. Of course, it's going to be a party city tomorrow.
Well, outstanding, brother. Enjoy the shit out of it.
It's good to hear. But I do want to drop one more fact.
What's that?
One more. It's just Kash Patel, who is the head of the FBI. I mean, he doesn't know that he sold out his Hindi heritage. And if there was a hate crime involving Hindi, if a Hindi person was attacked by a MAGA person, I would believe that Patel would just overlook this. He's saying it's not a big deal. I mean,
I don't think he has much loyalty to anything.
Crimes.
I don't think Kash Patel has, any loyalty to anything. He's a lot like Donnie.
Not even to his own
He's in it for the money and the power. Yeah.
But anyway, I'll say goodnight to you all. Good to hear you. Y'all
Ed,
take care.
Thank you very much. Take care of yourself. And Father Goose.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for coming in, brother, and welcome to the family. Don't make yourself a stranger now. You know your way in.
Thank you. No, absolutely. I felt very welcome so far. Everybody's been super.
Well, that's good. We're a
welcoming
pretty welcoming family here.
I feel that. I feel that. And, I do say the Midas Touch, they overtook Joe Rogan in
Good.
Spotify or something. And
Good.
then sadly Joe Rogan moved from California to Texas. So he did move out towards your blue dot.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been there a while, yeah.
Yeah. He's
hold
been
on
out
to
there
our
for-
britches.
I just learned this the other day. That's also probably why his podcast has been so shit, because everybody has to go to him now instead of being in like LA or wherever he was. Not smart. Anyway.
Well, Father Goose, we appreciate you coming in, using your voice. Like I said, don't be a stranger. Come back.
I will. These folks have been very great.
Outstanding, brother.
I enjoy your show.
Thank you. Anyway, Dave.
Yeah. Wow. Another show, another day in America's life.
Another page is turned, my friend. Why are my dogs?
Yeah, another page. It's like I used to say, remember there's 2 important days in your life, and that's the day you're born and the day you find out why. Well, I now say there's 3 important days in your life, especially if you're American. The day you were born, the day you find out why, and the day you vote. Because you may only get to vote one more time unless Trump kills the midterms. Get out in the midterms, people. You've got to get out there and you've got to make a statement. Your midterms are going to be the deciding factor if you have a midterm. I got a gut feeling Donald Trump will not allow the midterms to go forward for some reason. Maybe martial law.
He's going to try to come up with some bullshit reason why we can't have midterm elections.
Be aware of that, guys.
Yeah.
Yep. Good night, America. Good night, Missy Chick.
Good night,
Good
Dave.
night, Dave. And thank you very much. And before we
pleasure.
continue with the ladies, I want to thank John Cass, who came in with a $5 donation. John, thank you very much. And as far as Rick's comment in the chat, buddy, I'll fucking tread wherever the fuck I want to. How do you like them apples? Anyway, Candace.
Yes, John.
Thank you for coming in, darling.
Well, thank you, doll. I'm so proud of you for seeing you at the protest. And me and a girlfriend of mine that lives in Fort Worth were getting together, text messaging back and forth, trying to find one for us to go stand by each other and get involved in ourselves.
Good.
So
good. If you get the opportunity,
I don't know.
baby,
I don't know. That's at least for right now. As a woman, I still have that right, and I'm gonna go do it. You know.
Outstanding. That indeed. While we still have that right, because something tells me he's going to try to put a cap on that shit too. Anyway.
Yes, sir.
Candace,
good night,
thank
Mr.
you
Chick.
again.
Good night, Aussie Dave, and welcome, Father Goose.
Good night, Candace.
Tell that baby goose hello.
Oh,
good night, all.
Yeah, Daddy the other day, and yeah, she had a blast. We went swimming, of course. So.
Good.
All right. Happy trails, all.
Happy trails, baby. And let me thank Lincoln, who just came in with a $5 donation and said, "We are each a drop of water. Together, we are a flood." Oh, I like that. I like that. Each one of us is a drop, a blue dot. But when you back up the picture, baby, that's when you see the big picture. All those pixels come into play. Like a drop of water makes an ocean. Anyway, baby. Miss Chick.
Yes, John.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just want to point out that Rick is not a troll. I'm sorry. No, you took that wrong.
I'm sorry. I apologize, Rick.
I
don't get to see all the chat. I looked over there and I said, "Don't tread on me." I went, "Oh shit."
No, he's not a troll. So
I apologize, Rick. I apologize. I should have delved in a little deeper. I don't know. I'm on edge nowadays.
Eyes so fast, you know.
Anyway.
You have to be skeptical of everything nowadays.
You do.
Okay.
Really? I'm on edge. I'm on edge all the time.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. Anyway.
Aren't we all?
Yes.
I feel
yeah. I pay close attention to my security cameras. Isn't that sad? It's sad that you have to fucking sit there and try to watch TV and the fucking security camera's right there next to it, so you're just glancing over to every fucking thing that moves. Anyway. You got anybody you want to call out tonight, Miss Chick?
I do. I want to call out a few of the well, actually, John, you forgot to call out Peter. I don't think it showed up on your side. Peter donated $50 and it didn't ding.
Oh, it did not show up.
It did not.
Damn, Peter. Hey.
You didn't do that on purpose.
Thank you, Peter. No, it did not show up. Why, howdy. Yeah, I've got, well, that's not the problem there, but I've got a problem with my system.
With your dinger.
Anyway.
And I also wanted to call out a few people that donated in the comments on YouTube after the fact.
After the fact.
After the fact. They come in and make comments when they come back and watch the things afterwards.
Indeed.
James Finley gave you $10 and James Blossom sent $2. And Justin said he sent you a card. Did you stop by and get any mail while you were protesting this weekend?
Well, let me see. Last time I checked my mail was Saturday morning.
Okay.
So I haven't checked. Usually nothing there on a Sunday.
And you haven't gotten.
I will be promptly there at dawn Monday to slowly walk into the post office and hopefully, put the key in the door and turn the key and all that other shit. So I hope I get your card, buddy. I
I
look
hope
forward
so.
to it. Thank you.
All right. And where did my list go? Where did I put my list? There it
Oh,
is.
it's right there.
Wanted to call out Dagger's Custom Apparel, and they're so far. I did order my T-shirt,
Oh, did
my
you?
Ukraine T-shirt.
Ukraine T-shirt, outstanding.
And right now, I checked it earlier. They have $26,200 that they have been able to donate. So yay!
To the Women and Children's Orphanage of Ukraine.
Yes,
That's a hell of a dent. That's great.
it's called
And-
It translates to the City of Goodness
Right.
organization. Yeah.
The City of Goodness. It's a charity for women and children in Ukraine.
Yeah.
And Tom designed this shirt and sells it, and $10 from every sale goes to that charity. So
God.
very proud of him. Very proud.
I think I have a
And that's
link.
just from one person that came up with an idea. That's it.
Well, he already had the T-shirt company, so it was that
Yeah.
part.
There's that part. Yeah.
Yeah. Now my computer is not going to let me use stupid thing.
Get a hammer. I'm telling you.
Wait.
If it doesn't work, at least it makes you feel better.
Well, then I won't have anything.
Why I ought
It's always
to.
that
Well, anyway.
Let's try this one. There it is. Okay. Dagger's Custom Apparel. Anyways, we had some wonderful people on Facebook share this shit. They're brave souls on Facebook.
They are brave souls for sharing this shit.
Brave
they
enough
are.
just to stay on Facebook, let me tell you. But
I'm
yeah.
telling you.
So
Ought to
there's
give
Jack
her-
from California, Harry T from Michigan, Larry H from South Carolina, Alfred H from Missouri. I hope you're okay down there in Missouri. There was some bad storms and a lot of
they had some bad weather.
Yeah, hope you're
tornadoes.
all right, Alfred. And Doris U from Pennsylvania, and Andrew M from Michigan also. All done. Shared the
All of them
shit.
shared
John.
this shit. Bunch
Yeah.
of shit shares. And we appreciate the shit out of that. That's how this family grows. Is when you decide to share this shit. And so we appreciate the shit out of that. Anyway, it's been a long week, and we got a long week ahead of us. So, hey, tomorrow's St. Patty's Day. Take advantage of that. Enjoy it while we can. You got to take a little relaxation wherever you can get it. So, enjoy your St. Patty's Day. Other than that, hold on to your britches, baby, because we don't know which way this horse is going to buck any day. It's a ride. So pay attention, and if you do have the chance to be a part of it, to use your voice in protest, I urge you to do that. It really made me feel a whole lot better, just going through the motions of it, being a part of it. And anyway, on that note, Miss Chick, thank you very much, baby. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And to the rest of you, it's life is rough. It's going to be a bitch. It's what it's going to be. Every day there's going to be a hurdle, and we're going to have to face shit in our personal lives and our political lives and all of that. But whatever you do, try to find that one time of the day where you can wrap a smile around your face and give that shit away. It's good for your heart, baby. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. And we'll see you again on Tuesday night here, baby. Anyway, Miss Chick, say goodnight.
Good night.
Yeah.